Morning everyone, it's Tuesday morning, August the 11th, and Sally with me this morning, and we are going to start out with a drop shot. On this particular drop shot, I've got a sinker and a hook about 3 inches above that sinker, and then I got a hook that I've tied this way, and it's about a foot above the other one. And so I'm going to have 2 baits out. I'm in rather deep water, and I'm going to give them 2 different options. One of them is going to be the minnow, this one right here. I'm going to start out with this one, this bait right here, and I'm going to put this one at the bottom and the minnow at the top. A lot of times I don't rig up 2, but every once in a while it's worth trying to see if you can find out faster what the fish might want to hit. And I've actually got the sinker closer to the hook than I'd rather have it, but we'll try it and see, and we'll adjust from there and see how it goes. Okay, on the bottom hook we've got the flatworm, and the top hook we got the drip minnow made by Berkley. So we're going to try these out, and I may go ahead and turn the electronics on so I can see what's going on down here and see how they react to the bait. But a lot of times I don't use electronics because it's not necessary. But we're gonna fire them up and fire it up anyways and see. Sally's already fired up. She's wanting that bait to get to work. Okay, when it comes to drop shotting, I actually prefer it to be a little bit windy, because I like to hold the rod and out straight out in front of me, and I don't even want to move it. I just set it on my leg, hold the arm on my leg like this, and the waves will bounce the rod up and down like that, just like that when you're in the waves. And even if you got small waves, it's going just like that. So you're giving the bait some action, which is what I prefer to do. But sometimes in the wintertime you just want to hold it real still, and you want to get out of the wind and just let it sit there, and they'll come to it. And there's already fish in here. I can see them moving around without the depth finder going yet. Show you this setup, and then I'm going to change setups as I go. But this is the double rig setup, and you can put any baits you want on it. I'm just showing you 2 baits that I'm using right now, and I've got several different baits. I'm gonna put it at the water. I don't know if you can actually see the baits in the water, but I'm gonna try to get it where you can see them. There's what they're looking like in the water. They're both sticking straight out in the water, and with a little bit of current, they would have a lot of action, a lot of movement. So let's see how it goes. We're gonna start fishing through here and see what we can do. 8 foot long rod, and it's really got a lot of bend to it, a lot of bend. And what I like about a really limber rod like that is the fish can load up and they won't know you're there till it's too late. And you do not set the hook, you just reel, you lift and reel. That's all you have to do, and they'll be hooked up. Now on my drop shot rig, I've got braid as the main line and fluorocarbon as my leader. And right now I've got a two hook set up, and I'm getting them to look at both baits. I can see them look at both of them, but they've not taken either one, so they're just not interested in that combination or those colors or something. And so I may change to 1 hook, and because sometimes they'll want 2 hooks. They'll hit one of the baits but not the other, and sometimes they'll hit both. And sometimes they just want 1 bait down there for whatever reason. So we're still trying to get bit. I'm getting them to look at me, but I can't get no takers yet. There's fish out here maneuvering around, but I just haven't got anything to hit yet. Oh, I just got a hit. Got him. Oh, he let go. Got him. Nope. Yeah, I got one. Oh, he let go again. Drag is too loose. We've hooked up. I don't know how big, but we've hooked up. Oh, he jumping through it. And I had the camera in the wrong position. Had a Kentucky about a foot long hit it. And had the camera in the wrong spot. But had several bites on that cast, so they're interested, and I couldn't tell which bait he was on, but they're interested in one of them for sure. I'm gonna set back up and retie, and I'm gonna go with the one bait, rig up one bait, and then I've got to figure out what I'm gonna put, which one I'm gonna put on there. But I'm gonna rig it up with one bait only, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm gonna do a totally different setup this time. With one bait, I'm going to use the minnow. It's just a little straight tail minnow. I'm going to try it without putting any dye on the tail or anything like that first. Using a small weight. Let's just run the line through the weight, and it's just a little bitty bell-shaped weight. It's a 3/16 ounce, and we got the little minnow, and we're going to put him out there and see if it'll get bit. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and spray some shad scent on it and see if that'll help them hang on to it, because I did get bit anyways. But I actually had several bites on that one cast, but I had one about a foot long hooked, and he jumped through it right at the boat, but I had the camera in the wrong position. So let's see what we can do right here. There's plenty of fish right here if I can just get them to bite. Okay, I had the fish come up and look at that bait, and they just swam away from it. So they're not interested in this minnow at all. That's telling me they probably hit the flatworm a while ago when I got hit, but I'm gonna go ahead and try a different bait. This one right here, and see if it'll get bit. It's the Morning Dawn color, and I like the Morning Dawn really good. Don't know if the fish will today, but I like it. And this is the worm right here. We're going to tie it on there. It's got a tail to it. Now, I prefer that with a swim in it, but we're going to try it on the drop shot and see if they're going to hit it. And it's got salt scent on it, so they might actually hit it with that salt. I don't know. But I can get them to look at everything I'm throwing so far, but no, I've only hooked up the one time. I can't really get them fired up yet. Sometimes it's a little slow getting them going. If that one video, it took 2.5 hours to get the first fish in the boat, so sometimes it just takes a while. 15 foot deep, and just let it sit there and see if I can work it. Oh, they're hitting it already. Got it. Okay, they're wanting the Morning Dawn color is what they're wanting. I mean, it's not a giant, but I've hooked up. Hold on, puppy. Hold on. It's not a giant by no means. Not a giant by no means, but it is a fish, and I got it on the Morning Dawn. Puppies won't give it some sugar. Here we go. We're gonna put it. It's a small Kentucky, about 10 inches long. It's a skunk sailboat. And Morning Dawn was the ticket this morning, as far as getting hooked up. So they showed interest in everything I've thrown, really, but that was the only one they actually took. So we're gonna go back and, oh, it made a mess out of my line. We're gonna go back and see if we can get another one. Even though that is a small fish, sometimes that's what fires up the whole school, that one little fish. And I've done that too many times. Throw out and be fishing, and couldn't get them to bite nothing. Put a drop shot on, and just a little one that size had hit. Next thing you know, the swim baits went crazy. You're catching them like crazy. it just fires them up for some reason, and they get going. So we've got bit. Now that's actually that one cast I had 3 or 4 hits and finally hooked up that 12-inch Kentucky, but it jumped and threw it at the boat. And then that one there on the Morning Dawn twister tail worm, robo worm, and that one hit hard when it hit it. It hit. That was a good hit. So that's the color they seem to want right now. And if I can't do any good here, I'm gonna switch positions. Wife's birthday. Happy birthday, Cheryl. And I've decided to come on down and bring the pup with me today and see if we can catch some. We're now in the Horseshoe. There was a boat in here earlier, so we went to another location. Had several bites there with the drop shot. Caught one of them, had the better one jumped off at the boat. But I tried 2 different combinations and I caught it on the second tip. But what I'm doing, I'm letting this drop shot just hang over the side of the boat. And the rod is so limber, and that bit at 8 feet, if they hit it, all I got to do is reach down and lift and start reeling. So I can take advantage of getting the fish with another bait at the same time. I am getting interest, and when you're in a lot of fish, that's a good way to catch extra fish or two. Sometimes you'll get them fired up one way or the other. A bit of interest I can see on the graph. I got him. I got him just letting that bait hang over the side of the boat, and I've got him. Got him on a drop shot. Ooh, it's a good fish. Let's move this rod out of the way. That's a good fish. He drilled that Morning Dawn worm. That's a good fish. He's tearing that drag up. As you see, that rod's got a lot of flex. He's getting closer. Come on, Bubba. That is a chunk of a Kentucky. And he hit the Morning Dawn worm, as you can see. It's right in the roof of his, right in the upper lip, right where you want to hook them. You see the hooks right there. And it came right out. That's a 14-inch Kentucky, and he's been feeding good. Sally's all excited. And give her a little sugars. And we're gonna put him back in the water, but I got that with that drop shot. That's my 3rd fish to be hooked up today with the drop shot so far. And that time I just had it hanging over the side of the boat. Had about 12 foot of line out, just letting it sit there, and once I seen it load up, you know, as I was casting the mare out with the other rod. I'm gonna throw him back in and go after another one. Good fish, good fight. That was a heck of a fight. Morning Dawn, right here, and I cut it down 3/4 of an inch due to the damage the other bass put on it. And I've just got a 3/16 ounce sinker on it. That's all I've got. And I've got all kinds of different drop shot sinkers, but I've just got one that you can actually don't limit yourself to just a drop shot sinker. You can use just a worm sinker, will work just fine. But if you notice, this looks like a worm sinker, but it's got the slot in the end where you can run the line through and then hook it so it don't come apart. And that way it works for the drop shot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw back out 8 or 10 foot and just let it sit there and then keep casting. So that's fish number 2 in the boat. 3rd fish hooked up. Got another one with the drop shot. He hit that rod, and I mean, oh boy, they're fighting. They're liking that drop shot today. That's another good fish. Oh yeah. I'm putting one of the net, just trying to get them where I don't lose them. And that's where you want them hooked at. That's where you want them hooked at. He's hooked right in the upper lip. That's where you want that hook at, right there. It just pops right out. 12-inch Kentucky with the drop shot. They are in love with that Morning Dawn worm, I can tell you that. the worm came loose. It's back here floating. I'm gonna go back and get it and retie and go after him again. All I had out was 10 or 12 foot of line, just sitting there floating, and once I looked, and the rod just started loading. And when it did, I just set I set the mare out and just reached and grabbed the rod and lifted and started reeling. You don't set the hook, you just lift and reel. That's all you do. I'm just trying to keep myself busy, and I'm doing it fairly. Oh, there was a hard hit with that mare. Oh man. And he about pulled it off the hook. He drilled that mare. Here I am by myself, and the baby giraffe's at home. Shit. All right, let's circle back and get the worm. Go. When I first started, I had a double hook setup, and I'd say the way they're hitting right now, I could do it again, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with the single. But you can do a double. Don't limit yourself to what you see the pros doing. Come up with your own scheme. I like the double hook, but I'm going to do the single because I'm getting it to work. Some days you can get the double to work, and which my problem was, I had to. That last hook was just too close to the sinker, in my personal opinion. Needed to be at least 6 inches. It was like 3.5 inches. At least 6, and preferably 8 or 10. But with the single hook going, I've got the sinker down about a foot from the worm hook itself. And so with the Morning Dawn worm, and it's a robo worm, and they are hitting it. And you don't, remember, do not set the hook. You'll rip it right out of their mouth. Just lift the rod and reel it. And the more limber the rod, it's harder for them to shake the bait off or jump and throw it, because it's got so much tension against the fish. It's harder for them to let go of it or to get loose from it. All right, let's go back and see if we can catch another one. We've got 3 in the boat, and 4 hooked up so far is what I've done so far. Hadn't started fishing. I started fishing about 8:20. I've not had a lot of time invested today, and that's good. A lot of guys, what I've noticed, they get the rod that they're drop shotting with is too heavy. You need a medium to a medium light is what you want, or a light is what you want to fish with, depending on what species you're after. Do not go past a medium though. Sally, they're trying to catch fish. Now quit, calm down. She's wanting to see another fish. It's just a matter of time before that drop shot gets hit again. There you are, pretty girl. There you are, pretty girl. Are you wanting to argue today? Are you wanting an argument? Do you need to argue? You're a sight, buddy. You are a sight. Yeah, you are. You want to see me catch another fish? You need another fish? You need to catch one more? We got to catch one more, don't we? Hopefully we catch more than one more. We need a dozen today if we can catch them. We need a dozen today if we can catch them. That's what I'm shooting for today, is the dirty dozen. Hopefully we can get them. I've watched video after video and watched different guys set up their drop shot, and a lot of them just overcomplicated. They make it totally ridiculous. All you got to do is tie a simple figure-8 knot on your hook. Just a figure-8. That's all you got to do. Just a simple figure-8. Cinch it up. The hook's there. I've got a 3/16 ounce sinker. And I'm trying to get it where you can see it. It looks like a little worm hook sinker. Fishing Texas style. And you see the slot in the end of it. What I'm doing is I'm running that line into that slot. Just cinch it up tight. Don't tie it, just cinch it up tight. Now it'll just hang there. It'll hang there, no problem. There's the hook. There's the sinker about a foot below it. I'm going to shorten this worm because I've already had several fish hooked on it. I'm shortening it, so it's 1.5 inches shorter than the actual length of that worm. Shortened it quite a bit already. I'm tying it back on there. Every one of these fish that I've hooked has been hooked right in the upper lip, and that's where this hook's generally going to work. And there's the setup. Both the bait's going to go out there and float like that. I've been throwing it out there, just letting it hang off the side of the boat and not doing anything. All the fish that hit while it's just sitting there. And they're hitting me about 8 or 10 foot deep, 12 foot. And that's where I'm just letting the bait sit on the side of the boat. So they're letting the rod sit there, and the rod will just start loading up. And you'll see the tip of the rod just start bending down, and they've got it. You don't set the hook. You just reel it. You just lift the rod. You do not set the hook. If you set the hook, they get off. You'll break them off, or they'll get off every time. Or you jerk the hook right out of their lip. Just lift the rod and start reeling. That's all you have to do. If you do that, you'll catch a lot of fish. I'm gonna throw it back out here because I got all kinds of fish hanging around this boat. And I'm gonna hold this rod for a few minutes because I can get them to look at the swim bait, but cannot get them to take. And actually, so far today, I've caught my fish with a drop shot. So I'm just gonna throw it out here and hang on to this rod, just sit here and hang on to it and let it slow drift down and see if one of them will bite me. As many fish as here, I may abandon this and go to cliff walls, or I can get in the shade, and that way I can fish a little bit longer. There he is. Oh, he got off. I mean, that fish hit. That was a good hit. Daggone, that's a good hit. Okay, I've had 5 or 6 hits now with the drop shot. That felt like a... And my problem was that time I lifted a little too hard too fast. Shouldn't have done that. That was my fault. You've seen what you can do if you try to set the hook or lift too hard, you lose them. Now you've seen it happen in real time. All I had to do was just barely lift the rod. I got excited when he hit so hard so fast. I just got excited wanting to set the hook on him. But let's see if we can get bit again here. There's a lot of fish here. I'm just holding that worm real steady as I can. But I shake a lot. I always have got the trembles, I guess you'd say. And so I always have action with my bait no matter what I'm doing. And I think that's why I get a lot of bites. There's another hit. I just had a hit on it. They're thumping it, but I ain't got a taker yet, but they are thumping it. I'm hoping one of them will pull down on it. Right there's why I didn't hook him. He bunched the worm up. I definitely had a hit, but he got that worm bunched up, and I took care of that. We're gonna go back and try again. They're definitely hitting the drop shot today, and they are loving this Morning Dawn color. Morning Dawn works really good in clear water. Really good, clear water. In a hot day, it works real good, as you can see. So I'm dropping back down there. Rod rigged up for Chickamauga. That's why I've got the heavier line. Because down there, you're dealing with really heavy fish. You never know what's going to hit you. It could be 2 pounds, or it could be 14 or 15 pounds. You just don't know. And for those that think I'm being ridiculous, I've already netted a 14-pound bass this year already, back in January or February 1. I think it was January at Chickamauga. And I got an 11.6 myself. And my dad got a 9.1 on the same day. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He did too. He did too. Okay, we got him. We got this fish. It thumped it hard when he hit it. He's wanting to jump. And he jumped. It's another Kentuck. Even though I've got heavier line, I do not want to boat flip on this rod. Get in the net. There we go. Well, that is fish number 5 hooked up today with the drop shot. That's a nice Wait a minute. Yeah, that's a Kentucky. I thought that's largemouth for see. That's a nice Kentucky. He's slim, so that's probably a male, but it's fairly slim. But it's a nice fish. We are catching them with a drop shot. And drop him in the water. And there he goes. As Smokey would tell me, that's a 2-minute penalty. Throwing them in too hard. But I got to get them away from Sally, or she wants to give them too much sugar. If you don't get nothing else from this video, do not overcomplicate the drop shot. It's very simple. It's a simple rig. It's a simple way to fish. And if you got bad shoulders or a bad back or whatever, it's an ideal way to fish. There's nothing stressful about it. You can throw out and just let the rod lay down on the boat deck, and you can just sit there and watch it. And actually, that's how I trained the kids, so that they wouldn't be, they wanted to power fish all the time. And when I trained them to use this, I said, just set it down and let's just watch. And the rods I had would just load right up, the whole tip would just start dropping down, dropping. And I'd say, and they'd be tore up. They'd be wanting to jerk that. I said, don't jerk, just grab the rod and start reeling. The fish is already hooked up. And it worked. We're having a good day. We caught some good fish. And I'm enjoying the trip. And I'm hoping this helps you out in your drop shotting endeavors when you go out. And if you want to try it, it's a great way to fish. And if the fish get really, really finicky, that's what you want to go to, is a drop shot. It'll get bit when you can't get bit with nothing else. Pound leader fluorocarbon and 30-pound braid at the reel. And I've got that rigged up for Chickamauga is what it's rigged up for. And I don't want to change it. I want to leave it as is, because it's actually the rod that my dad uses down there to catch fish. And so I've got it rigged up for him, actually. There's another fish. This is crazy. If I can keep him hooked up, I'll give him some slack, but he's still hooked up. I've got the drag kind of loose, even though you can see that there's a lot of, oh, he jumped through it right at the boat. I mean, he jumped through it right at the boat. If I had a net, man, he'd have caught it. But anyways, we're still hooking fish, and I'm having a blast with this morning dawn worm. I'm having a blast with it. It's a robo worm, morning dawn. I don't mind telling you, this is a hoot. This is a lot of fun. I've got a heavy enough line. I could have boat flipped him, but I do not want to take a chance if that rod's got a weak spot in it of breaking that rod, because that's an extremely good rod and for finesse fishing. So I'm just going at them. And if they jump and throw it, they just jump and throw it. But you see, this is a good way to catch fish, and I'm actually catching fish, and they're biting pretty hard. So, and some of them come up, subtly grabbed it, and just start pulling down. Well, that's fine too. That's actually what I expect. I expect a subtle bite, but these fish are competing right here. So I'm trying to keep them motivated to where we can catch more fish. So let's see what happens. Somebody's wanting to play, ain't you? You wanting to play? You're wanting to play, ain't you? Yeah, you are. You wanting to wrestle? You need a little argument? Do you need an argument? Huh? You want an argument? Go back there and get you a drink of water. Go get you a drink of water. Go on. Go get you a drink of water. Go get you a drink. Go on. Go get you a drink. My daddy catches another fish here. I'm not doing anything with the rod. I'm just sitting here holding it. They're hitting me right now. I'm getting they're just drilling that worm, but nobody's taking it yet. There was a thump. He's got it. He's coming up fast, so I gotta try to catch up with him. I don't lose him. Oh, I'm pulling the drag. Good fish. Oh, here comes the net. Man, it's not a giant, but it's a keeper. If I can get him in the net, the rod's so, oh, I lost him. The rod is so limber, I can't hardly pull him into the net. Quick release, quick release. I don't mind that. I got what I needed out of him. And the rod is so limber, I was just trying to keep him over the net, and he finally jumped away from the net and got away, but that's okay. If I'd have had a net, man, we'd have got him in the boat. We're hooking fish and we're catching fish, and that's what matters. And going to the cliff walls, I mean, I'm getting bit here, and I'm getting bit good. And there's a lot of fish here, but I'm considering going to the cliffs where I can get in the shade if there's any left. And it's 10:28 right now, and see if I can catch a couple of smallmouth. So okay, we have driven to the cliffs. There's just there's just not enough shade right here, but we're gonna fish it anyways. I've got a school of fish here, and we're gonna see if we can get bit. I'm hoping I can catch a smallmouth here. I don't know. There he is. Got one that quick. First cast. First cast out here. Don't think he's that big, but we got him anyways. Yeah, it's a little guy, but we got him. They are plenty feisty. Hooked him up on the... Hold on, puppy, hold on. Every one of them has been in the upper lip. Get out of the way, pup. Get out of the way. You're going to get hooked. Every one of them's been in the upper lip. That one's about 10 inches long. He's not big, but he's a fish. Get out and catch some fish. This will work. This will help you out, especially on slow days, finicky days. Got him. Got another one. It's another little guy, but I've got another one. Come here, come here. Don't get in that trolling motor. Oh, he's a little guy, but he's a fish anyway. Oh, in the drink. Now, for those of you that's watching this video, if you think the drop shot only catches little fish, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. I've caught some really good bass with a drop shot. I mean, some really big ones. And by that, I'm talking 6+. And last year in the fall, took my dad to Nickajack, and we fished there. And in one day, with a drop shot, we boated 101 bass, and at least 60 of them were smallmouth. We absolutely had a blast. That's an understatement. And why do I know it was exactly 101? Because when we kept count of them, and when I got to number 100, told my dad, I said, it'd be a shame to stop on 100. And he said, why is that? Oh, I set the hook too hard. That's my mistake right there. I got hit so hard I had to set the hook, and I lost it. I believe that might have been a smallmouth. It really drilled that worm. But getting back to my story, he said, why 101? I said, well, now my dad was in the military too, in the Army. I said, well, my father was in the 101st Airborne. It'd be a shame not to boat one more fish. So, and Sally's hitting the trolling motor. She is all over his boat. She's hitting everything in here. So, I boated 101, and we caught those fish in 7 hours on Nickajack, all with a drop shot. Had a blast. I mean to tell you, we had a blast. That was, without a doubt, the best drop shot day I've ever had. But best, it was the most bass I ever helped boat in one day. And before that, my best day was 72 bass. Then I've had several days where I've had 60+, 50+, 40+. You get the idea. Had a lot of days like that. But 101 bass, I've only done it one time. Or it even get to 100. I've only done it one time. Had some nice fish that day. I had a largemouth that day, over 6 pounds, with a drop shot. And I had some smallmouth pushing 5, but they didn't reach 5. But they was pushing 5 pounds. They was good fish. And a lot of them, you know, was 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 4 pounders. But it was still a lot of fun. And we had some short ones too, don't get me wrong. We had some short ones. But we had a lot of good fish that day. I mean, a lot of good fish. And it was on the drop shot. We done it, and we had a blast. And Dad had really never drop shotted before, so he knew nothing about it. I'm gonna get bit, but they're drilling this drop shot big time. And I'm setting the hook too hard, so I'm losing them. But they are definitely hitting it. But I'm getting excited when they're hitting them. I can't help myself. I'm having set the hook too hard. There's one. Oh, he let go. I didn't set hard that time. They're wearing that drop shot out. There he goes. Oh, they're hitting it on the way in. There he is. Got him. Oh, that's a good fight. I'm going to reposition the camera here. I'm going to try to scoop this one in if I can. I lost my last one at the boat with the net. Oh, he jumped right across the net. The rod is so limber. That 8-foot rod is so limber, it's hard to get them positioned right into the net the way I need them. We got him anyways. I'm going to have to shorten this net some. It's a little bit too much. There we go. All right, we got another fish on the drop shot. Right in the roof of the mouth. And he's barely hooked. I mean, if he'd have jumped one more time, he'd have been gone. It's a keeper, believe it or not. That's a 12-incher. Oh, and he bit me. He bit me as he's leaving the boat. He's like, he said, "Here, take that with you, Scooter." Sally are having fun. Well, she's having fun barking, so we're having fun. So we've come to the cliffs, and we got the drop shot working, and I've lost yet another worm. So I'm gonna have to grab me another robo worm. And I'm gonna switch from this robo worm, because I've only got a few left, to a different robo worm, same color though, but a different combination. That other one that I was throwing had red flake in it. This one don't. It's just Morning Dawn, and it's a shorter worm. This is Aaron Martin's Morning Dawn from Robo Worm. Got a lot of salt on it. Got that cream white belly on it. And so we're going to throw back out there since we got these things fired up. See if we can catch a few more. I don't know how many I've caught so far, and I've had several jump off at the boat. I really don't know how many I've caught at this point. But I want to throw out and try again. There's the hit. Got him. Oh, he got off. Oh, got hit hard that time. The owner hit me hard. And I'm doing what I shouldn't do. I'm setting the hook too hard. I'm just going to have to calm down and let those fish load up just like that. Now when I calm down, oh, he got off. When I calm down, they're hooking up. But they're barely skin hooked in the end of the lip, so it is hard to get them in the boat, honestly. And they're like that. It makes it a little tougher. It's on a 1/2 ounce head. Yeah, I got one. Oh man, that was a hard hit. Oh, he jumped through it right at the boat. I've had at least a 1/2 dozen to do that today. Right at the boat. Don't have no giants in the boat. You don't catch giants. You don't catch giants all the time. Those are rare. Okay. Calm down. Got him. Oh my, he got off. There you go. They're hitting it hard. He's hitting it. And he loaded. Oh, he let go. Got him. This is going to be our last fish if I can get him in. No matter what size he is. He's on 3-pound line too, so I'm going to have to move this other rod out of the way. Oh, that's a nice fish. That is a nice fish. Come on, fish. Come on, get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Finally. There he is. Nice one. We're going to call it a day on that one. 13-inch Kentucky on the swim bait. Right in the roof of the mouth. I mean, he's hooked good. Got him on the Keitech. We're gonna call it a day. It's exactly 11:31 exactly. 11:31. So we're gonna call it a day on that fish. I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. I hope I was able to show you something you hadn't seen before as far as the drop shot goes. We're gonna turn this one loose. And tomorrow I may hook up and show you the donkey rig tomorrow. I'm thinking about it. If not, I may do it on another video. But if I don't show you tomorrow, be ready to see the donkey rig in action. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Okay, this is the end of the video. I've been having trouble getting this stuff downloaded and edited, so it's been chaos. But here's the two baits that worked today. First one was the Morning Dawn Red Flake at 6.5-inch robo worm. That got a lot of bites. And then I switched to the Iron Martin Morning Dawn, and it's 4.5 inches. And those were the two baits that really got bit. Had a lot of bites today with them. I mean, a lot of bites. I couldn't put them all on the video, or the video would be over an hour long easily. So I had to delete stuff and edit down as far as I could, but still trying to give you some action in the process. And the rod that I use is my 8-footer. It's got a huge parabolic bend, as you've seen it in the video. Has a lot of bend to it. And I rigged up a single hook and also the double hook rig. And I got bit with both of them, but I wound up fishing with the single hook rig. Simple setup. You've seen how I set it up as you was watching the video. And hope that helps you out. If you like the drop shot, or if you've never tried it, you might want to try it. It's a heck of a way to catch fish. I had a blast. I really got the fish from about 8:30 to 11:31 exactly was when I boated my last fish. And so roughly a 3-hour fishing trip. It was a great day, had a lot of fun, and it got hot, and I knew I was going to have to come off. I had things I needed to do, and I got to get ready. Hopefully we're going out tomorrow, me and the coach, and of course now you know him as Baby Giraffe. So hopefully we get a fish tomorrow. We got a huge thunderstorm going through tonight, so I don't know if we'll get a fish tomorrow or not. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.